How's it going, everybody? Daniel here, you're watching Daniel Tech, and I got a pretty exciting video for you guys that are dying to see the new features on iOS 9. So I prepared this little demonstration to show you the best iOS 9 new features. I'm obviously running iOS 9 beta 1. I wanted to make this video before, but I just wanted to make sure I use it for a couple of days. I installed it on the first day it was released, which was on Monday, so then to make sure that I got the best experience and got the best features for you guys. So to get started, number one is battery. So it's gonna be the low power mode. So I'm gonna go on settings, and now you have the little battery icon right here. That's a new feature. And up here you have the low power mode, which you can activate, and then your battery icon turns yellow, as you guys can see. So you can see it yellow right there. And also battery has a new feature, which is the battery usage by app. So you can see that in the last 24 hours, this is what each app took of my battery. So you can see WhatsApp, Spotify, home and lock screen, and all of my apps. And then if you click here, you can see how many of those hours were actually on screen and how many of those hours were on background. So that's a pretty nice way to track how your battery is being used and actually delete some useless apps. So on lower power mode, what happens is it reduces the performance of network activity and to extend battery life. When this is on, mail fetch, background app refresh, motion effects, and animated wallpapers will be disabled. So that means that it's gonna cut off any useless stuff, so it will make your battery last longer. Okay, next up is the Notes app. This was extensively shown on the keynote and anything else. I'm just not gonna come back because those are my personal notes right there. But the first page is pretty much the same as it was. What changes is right here. So if you get that screen, if you tap on that screen right here, you can first I have this sketch right here. So what you can do is pretty much draw on it anything like highlighters, pencils, pens, and everything, and actually erase everything. And also you have this little ruler, which is pretty nice, where you can like place it and actually change the angle and anything else, so you can do like precise drawings, you know. So I'm just gonna show you guys right there. So as you guys can see, it's like pretty precise lines. So it's pretty useful if you want to sketch something real quick, and you can do it inside the app, the Note app. So that's pretty nice. So I'm just gonna hit done here, and you can also delete the note or just erase and anything else. Apart from this, so as you guys can see, it selects the sketches. So this is one sketch, this is another sketch that I just created, and you can also have regular text. So then you have text, sketches, and you have all sorts of information. You also have checklists where you can add, so there are the checklists. You also can add photos on your notes. So it's a pretty extensive use of the Notes app, which was pretty weak, as we all know. So then it gets pretty cool, you know. And you can also add links, and it will create a thumbnail of that link. So that's pretty cool. Next is gonna be iCloud Drive. So this is something that I did a video on, and then it became quite useless because now Apple created their own iCloud Drive app. So when you open that, you have all your folders, all your documents, all your spreadsheets, and have pretty much everything you have on your iCloud Drive right here, as if it was some kind of Dropbox style. So you can just drag and drop any kinds of files, like even music and anything, and it can be played inside the app, or you can open in another app like Numbers, Pages, and anything else. So that's a pretty nice improvement that everybody was expecting. Next we're gonna go for something that's pretty nice and that wasn't shown on the keynote, which is the new multitasking design. So you double tap on the home button, and it's gonna open this really cool new multitasking design, and it's really easy to close all the tabs. So then it looks pretty nice, and it's much better animation and just much efficient than the previous slow multitasking. So that's pretty cool as well. Okay, now let's talk about Siri, because it got redesigned, improved in dictation, and it got much better features. So the best things you can do now with Siri is, first of all, you can ask Siri to check photos and about some specific time in a specific place, and it will just show you that. It's much smarter now at figuring out this stuff. And also, I think the best thing happened with Siri is you can ask Siri to remind you about something you are doing inside an app. So if you're checking a note, or if you're checking a piece of news, and then somebody and then you're at work and somebody comes in to talk to you, just ask Siri to remind you about that, and it will do it when you ask them. So for example, you are here checking like Golden State Warriors, right? And then you ask Siri to remind me about this today at 10 a.m. And now it just won't work, probably because it's a beta version, but it worked before. And then you just ask them, and it will show you, and it will create a link on Safari and anything else. So then you just pop up the reminder, just click and open. It was a pretty big fail there, but it's not my fault. Beta 1. Alright, so next we have security. So now when you go on settings, you can set your passcode for a 6-digit number combination. So you go to Touch ID and passcode, a really difficult one. So then you go here and change passcode. So then you put the old one and then put the new one. It's gonna prompt you with already 6 numbers, but you can also change to alphanumeric, custom numeric, or 4-digit. So you can just create a new one, which is much safer. And since you're gonna use your fingerprint, you're not gonna need to type all of that. But for somebody to hack into your phone, it's gonna be much harder with 6 digits. Okay, so now I talked about everything that it's right here on iOS Beta 1. But 2 new features that are not on Beta 1 but definitely will show up in the next betas are the News app, which was shown in the keynote presentation. So it's a collection of nice articles and news from the best editors and publishers in the world based on your personal taste. So that's pretty cool. You're gonna have a dedicated app for that. So it's gonna be a dedicated application just for checking news. So that's pretty nice of Apple. And the other big thing that Apple launched was Apple Music, which is not here yet. It's gonna be released in June the 30th. So probably beta 2 or beta 3, and it's gonna be right here in the music application. It's gonna change its color right here, and then you're gonna have a Spotify, Deezer style application where you can have streamed music, you can have internet radio, and your regular music. So you're gonna pay $9.99 a month, and in theory you won't need Spotify anymore. So let's see how well Apple does that. Okay, so thanks very much for watching this video. Please make sure to stay tuned because I'm gonna be posting videos on the next updates of the iOS 9 beta. As soon as I get a bigger update with more new features, I will post. If it's a minor update, I won't, because I won't bother you guys with that. But as soon as Apple Music or the News application is released, I will definitely post a review on that. So make sure to subscribe so when I post it, you're gonna be notified on our YouTube homepage and also by email. Alright, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. I see you guys on my next video. Bye bye.